Semi-final Saturday, live at the MacDonald Cup here in Abbotsford, British Columbia. Welcome back to BC Sports TV, folks. What a day it's been, what a day it will continue to be, and the first of two semifinals are about to get underway here. We got the West Shore Bears and we got the North Shore Indians. It's the battle of the shores here, Georgie. Can you believe it? It's the 2-1 North Shore Indians versus the 2-1 West Shore Bears. So we get a look at the North Shore crease. Everybody huddled around the starting netminder, Owen Joseph, in the middle of all that pile there. And speaking of Owen Joseph, how about his numbers through this tournament thus far? A 1-1 record. He has seen action in all three games, however. Starting the first and the last. A .932 save percentage for the man wearing 77. Unbelievable stuff. His counterpart at the other end of the rink will be Ty Reeve. More on his numbers in just a moment, because let's look at how this North Shore Indians team got here. It was a shaky start to the tournament, a 6-5 loss in a game against Langley that they felt they should have won, but able to bounce back the following evening in an incredibly emotional overtime victory, 9-8 over the Oceanside Sharks, before surprising everybody, including the Saanich Express, with an 8-4 win over them yesterday to book their ticket to this semifinal. What a game that was. 7-0 they led through 20 minutes before Saanich started to lock it down, but by that point it was far too late. North Shore was very much so in control. The first possession here as well. Here's Jack Bamford. Tucks through the middle. He'll get topside, trying to shoulder his way through. Shot blocked. In their last game, it was Bamford who scored the opener on their first shot of the game. This time, didn't get through. As mentioned, Ty Reeve going to get the start for the Bears. Also a 1-1 record and a 9.92 goals against average. Save percentage of .779. Let's take a look at how the Bears got here. As they took down the hosts on day one of the tournament, 15-9 was the final. And then they put on a good show against the Prince Albert Predators. I would argue the best show, or the best opponent that the Predators have seen to this point, was this West Shore Bears team. 18-13 was the final there, before West Shore took down West Kootenay by a rather handed score of 19-4 to also book their ticket to the semifinal. A berth into the championship game is on the line. So the winner of this one will go on to face the winner of Saanich and Prince Albert. That'll be the nightcap this evening. Walton Gus gets it off the bounce from the end boards. Bamford, good hands to avoid a bit of pressure from Standish. Now Perrier closes in on him. Bamford finds some gap. He's got room to shoot. He'll pass instead out of the reach of Blackhorn, but still available. They score! It's the captain, Bryson Gus, striking first. Looked like he was about to go the other way, but the captain gets a friendly bounce and outreaches Reeve. 1-0 for the Indians. Bryson Gus has been a man on a mission in this tournament. Every time his team has needed somebody to step up, number 21 has answered the call, and with that, he's up to 5 goals on the tournament, 13 points to his name as well. West Shore Bears try the hidden ball trick, not going to fool Owen Joseph, who makes a save, and that'll go out of play. And check that, they're going to say it goes off the side of the goal and out of play. Cale McKee disagrees, not going to win the argument, and North Shore will re-enter the offensive zone. Here's the goal score. Logan Bob. Bamford shows off his hands again. Good job to maintain possession on that low one. Absorbs the check and scores! Bamford makes it 2-0. Another early strike for North Shore and make it back-to-back games with goals for Bamford. Absorbing the contact, really initiating the contact despite being the ball carrier. Enough to knock the defender off of their path, clear up some space, and then fire. Not at all time to panic yet for the Bears. They certainly have some goal scorers on their team, this being one of them, Aiden Hildebrandt. He had that 7-goal performance a couple of afternoons ago. So he'll roll away, a bouncer through the middle, ill-advised, but chased down behind the goal. Good reception by Harbick. Up top, Standish. Back to Hildebrandt. Far side feed, low shot. Right arm saved by Joseph. Both teams have 3 shots to their names. For North Shore, though, 2 of those have found the back of the net. One of them came from Bryson Gus. They'll get it to the far side. Screen is set. Backhand flip is picked off. A good defensive read by West Shore, who want to push pace here. It's a one-on-one drive right now. Max Williams decides to slow up. Rant was cutting through the middle, but a wise decision this time by the Bears to let the offense get underway. Pass across the crease, hoping for a one-timer. It'll ricochet back to the stick of Ben Majorki. Scores! Aiden Hildebrandt, speaking of goal scorers, on his wrong side, does not matter. A bouncer, oh, Joseph got a piece. Looked like it just deflected off of one of his fingers, but couldn't get enough of it, and the Bears get their first of the game, draw things, or cut the lead in half, I should say. Why wouldn't it be Aiden Hildebrandt? Sounds of the drums are again filling the Abbotsford Rec Center. Kawine Elijah looking through the middle. Bamford will chase it down in the corner. He's going to drive. He's going to shoot. No goal. Went over the goal line, but stepping down in the crease, says the official. And let's get the officials in here, shall we? You just heard the call from Ryan Mosdell, Tyler Boyer, Brock Elder, and Noah Johnstone will round out your officiating crew. Gus gets it to the lefties. It's a righty strong set. Blackhorn denied by Reeve. Loose ball in front. There's a fallen bear in front of the crease. No call. Elijah gets the loose ball. Gus gets over top. He'll shoot. He'll score! The captain gets another! This is what this North Shore team can do when they start to get hot. If there is even a foot worth of space between the defender and Bryson Gus, you are not covering that man. He will find a way to shoot, even in the tightest of areas, and especially from downtown. 2-goal lead is restored. Just over 5 minutes in. Bamford, the only goal scorer for North Shore, not named Bryson Gus. He'll flip through. Shot off the glove of Reeve. Loose ball is chased down. Good defensive play, and the Bears take it back. Chance to go, but good change as well by North Shore. Majorki will turn back. Morton is onto the floor. Majorki decides to shoot. It took a deflection. Joseph reaching out of his crease. He'll run a little interference. So the ball is sent all the way up. It's a 2-on-2 drive, so North Shore signaling to slow things down. Patrick Seward has come back on. Takes a peek towards the near side. Trailer is Ryland Bordeaux. Just 7 on the shot clock. Gus will fire. That hit a body and ricochets over to the half wall. Bears got to get this over center. Hogan using every one of those 8 seconds. Aiden Hildebrandt is back on. He'll screen far side, get the return feed, and a shoveler off the mark. Standish, still time. He's got 10 to shoot. He'll fire a sidearm bouncer, stopped by Joseph. Looking for an option. He'll go all the way down the floor. Couldn't quite connect with Tyler Zink, who will head back for his defensive effort. The Bears retain. Again, trying to cut the lead down to 1. Logan Hildebrandt dishes far side. Coming up near is Standish. He'll get the pass. Quick look to his right. Here's Aiden Hildebrandt. Joseph made the save. Pretty sure that was supposed to be a pass through the middle, though. Gus skips far side. Here's Seward. Trailer just outside the 24. Lobbed out of the reach of the intended target. Seward takes it off the bounce. Spin underneath, cut back, ran into a friendly face and was forced to throw a blind shot towards the goal. Bears are going to take it right at the center line. More or less a free clear. 12-10 to play in the first period. Shots are dead even at 6 aside. Rant finally got the monkey off his back last game with the goal. That one almost snuck through Joseph. He took a peek behind. Now he's got a man up to play. The pass is off. It's long into the air. It's a 2-on-1 if they hurry, a 3-on-2. Here's to Elijah, wide of the goal. Rebound in front. North Shore able to retain, but knocked down to the floor. It's going to be called for interference on Perrier. North Shore still needs one more on. Seward is going to come off the bench. Elijah is stripped. It's in front of him. He finds it. Perrier, good job pressuring on him. Here is Seward. Near side, Gus. He'll tuck to the near side. 10 on the shot clock. Bordeaux will return it to Gus. Tries 5-hole. Reeve will make the stop, and now it's his turn for a long bomb. Up the floor and into the back of the stick. I believe that's Anderson. No, check that. Ben Majorki. Hildebrandt wants another. Looks to the outside. Kalen Sawyer just dropped it. Shoulder to shoulder with their defender. Running out of time here on the shot clock, and North Shore knows it. They don't want to pick it up. They're just going to let the clock expire and take it from their own zone. Taking a look down at the North Shore bench right now. I actually don't see Jack Bamford down there. Not sure if there's an injury or he's just gone to the dressing room for some maintenance. But right now, North Shore doing battle without one of their goal scorers, Bamford. Bordeaux knock loose of the ball. West Shore has a chance to go to the goal if they're hurt, if they're quick, and Joseph makes the stick save to send the loose ball to the corner, but Rant digs it free. West Shore will slow it down. Rant comes all the way around the horn, drives underneath. Draw pass to the corner, halfway through the shot clock. One more to the crease, shot stopped by Joseph. He'll hang on. He's now stopped 8 of 9. Still no Bamford on the North Shore bench. A turnover at center, chance to cut the lead down to 1. Joseph with another stick save, keeping his team in this, or at least in the driver's seat. Owen Joseph has been busy all tournament long, and you heard those numbers off the top. He has been outstanding when called upon. Slip past to Gus, off of his face mask. Perrier and he will do battle, and there's a whistle. Looks like interference. Possession Bears. Mike Perrier, one of the assistant captains, gets it up to Majorki. Sawyer has come on, Morton the trailer. Standish and Aiden Hildebrand to the near side. Sawyer, toe drag move, avoids the crease from behind the net. Now Morton, just wide, it'll go off the end boards and back over center. Now Jack Bamford has returned and he'll get onto the floor for his first shift in a few minutes here. Many of these North Shore players wearing these matching baby blue shoes. We've been talking about them all tournament. What a look that is. Bamford's one of them. Takes a look back, has to avoid the official in the corner. Tucks his stick, he'll dive, shoot, and is called for crease again. Second time in this game, Bamford has gone to the power move, but couldn't avoid the line. .8:15 to play in a fast-moving first. Hildebrand wide, rebound to the far side, Bears retain. 14 to shoot. Morton couldn't take it cleanly. It deflects off his stick, saves the back over call, and puts this one off of Joseph. Gets the reset after a loose ball is collected. Morton, it was kind of a hope and a prayer, and ended up working out in his favor. Aiden Hildebrand swings across. It was out of the reach of his man. Morton takes it off the hop. Another shot from distance. Didn't get through. One more, and a bouncer is stopped by Joseph. Trying to decide if he wants to reach out of his crease, he will. And he has a man reaching up the floor. It's a 2-on-1. Elijah off the bench. He's good. He shoots, and he's denied by Reeve. Reeve has settled in quite nicely since a couple of early ones got past him. And North Shore has peppered him with 12 shots on the board. Hildebrand just missed the far side. Majorki chases it down. He's pressured, spins away. 6 to shoot. Swings across to Rand. A low one. Almost got through Joseph. Trampolines in and out of his stick. And then Twalton Gus couldn't take that cleanly, but he sprints all the way down the floor to turn this into a loose ball battle. Bears having a hard time with it. Gus turns this into a North Shore possession. Those are the little things that win you important games. Already have a goal from Bryson Gus, make that 2, and now Twalton Gus with a massive loose ball. But then a back over call against North Shore will give possession back to West Shore. I can't believe I haven't tripped up on that yet, George. It's the battle of the shores here from Abbotsford. Swing pass to the Bears goal scorer, Hildebrand, and a kick save. Rebound through the middle. North Shore didn't realize they had it. Nick Krozik is up the floor, gonna run a little interference. No, he'll get the pass, he'll shoot, he'll score! Nick Krozik! The fast break chance. Krozik winds up all alone and fires low to the glove side of Ty Reeve. Something about North Shore and first periods. Going back to yesterday when they stormed out and closed out the opening 20 minutes with a 7-goal advantage. And we're going to get a goaltending change for West Shore. Ty Reeve is going to get a breather for now. We'll see if it's an extended break or just a breather. And in comes Nolan Van Sickle, who has split some time with Ty Reeve. But we'll look to backstop his team to a bit of a reset here. Maybe North Shore figured something out about Reeve. And now it's almost a fresh start for them. North Shore called for the early back over call. What a start to a reset this would be for West Shore. They didn't realize there was a player behind. Sawyer had just come off the bench. And now North Shore takes it back. Van Sickle throwing right to the fire. Doesn't end up having to make a save. Twalton Gus playing a little footy with the ball. Still finds it from between his legs. Elijah, he'll shoot from distance. There's the first stop of the game for Nolan Van Sickle. Ball is batted ahead. This last touch to North Shore stick. Back over is going to be the call. Got to put it down here. They do, and West Shore had a couple of players up, but didn't pick it up quite in time. 5 minutes remaining in the opening frame. Bears trailing 4-1. Hildebrand is open up top. There's the fake shot. Now Hildebrand's going to get it. Drives under, tucks to the middle. His hands are free, but Joseph makes another save. Takes an aggressive step over to his right and really absorbs the shot. It's a lot of one-and-done possessions right now for West Shore. When they're able to get to the middle, Owen Joseph has been there. And not a lot of rebounds coming off of him. Pass through, shot is off, elbow save, Van Sickle. Now a chance the other way, and West Shore ends up having to chase it down. That was almost a clear-cut breakaway. Logan Hildebrand had it. He'll spin off a check from behind. Does he want the wrap? He's got one hand on his stick and just vacates. Fakes the pass, now he'll dish. Majorki has come on, Morton is the trailer. Off the bench, he wants the pass. Not gonna get it in time, and the shot clock winds down to 5. Sawyer tucks, shoots, blocked. And a good box out by Krozik. He put his team up 4-1 and makes sure the West Shore forward Standish was not getting near that loose ball. Krozik loves the power move. You can really see him leaning into his shoulder every time he's cradling. .23 to go. Fake pass, Bordeaux. Bouncer falls into the stick of Van Sickle, an easy stop for him. Callum Eastman. Skips across, Hildebrandt. Can't quite get topside cleanly. This is where he scored the goal from, though, on his wrong side. Now Eastman has a man on his back, has to get somebody towards the goal. He passes, Standish can't shoot in time. Didn't matter, though. It's Joseph again there to make the save. Good trail check, knocks the ball free, but Blackhorn was there to collect. Takes a slash, but able to feed Bamford in time. Patrick Seward was the overtime hero against Oceanside. He's onto the floor. Bamford with a goal in this period. Can't shoot around a screen. Ball just trickles into the corner. So we approach the final 2 minutes, and look out here, streaking across the floor and making the right call to force a back over was Tyler Zink. That could have been a devastating hit, but Zink just embraced his man. All he was trying to do was push him over the line instead of blow him up, and it was the right call. The team gets possession back. Bears will take it now off the Van Sickle save. Easy short pass is the decision. 1:38 to go. It's another Bears turnover. Gotta be careful of that center line. Rylan Bordeaux takes a couple of slashes. Billy Blackhorn comes in to save the day. Gets it in deep. Bordeaux, he'll shoot a low one. Think he wanted that to bounce, but put it right into the stick of the goaltender. Into the final minute of the first. North Shore 4, West Shore 1. A late goal here would be massive. A couple, depending on how they play this, would be even bigger. Majorki to the near side corner. Aiden Hildebrandt swings back across. Majorki has to reach to knock it down. 7 seconds on the shot clock. The ball was through the middle. Nobody grabbed it but a North Shore stick. And now Krozik has room to go. He'll shoot, and a stick stopped by Van Sickle. He's been good since coming in. Now into the final 30. Maybe 0.5 seconds of a difference between the game and the shot clock, so not enough to make a difference here. Start to count it down. Clock winds to 15. Hildebrandt will spin underneath. Takes a look to the goal. Sharp angle, tries to dunk over top of Joseph, and he can't get it on the mark. 7 seconds, North Shore collect. Maybe time for one last chance, but they gotta go. 2 seconds over center. They'll shoot. A hit was narrowly avoided. And North Shore, for the second straight game, will head towards their dressing room through 20 with a sizable margin. A little less this time around, but still a 4-1 game. Shots are dead even at 15 apiece. And we'll take a breather. What a start to our first semifinal here, George. There's a lot on the line here at the 2025 MacDonald Cup. The rest of this story is yet to be told, and we'll try to help tell it as we march along. Thanks for joining us on BC Sports TV. We'll be back after this. Well, here we are, George. Back on BC Sports TV. Tino Farah, cameraman extraordinaire George Para. Back in Abbotsford at the Abbotsford Rec Center, and back for second period action. It's semifinal Saturday here at the 2025 MacDonald Cup. This the first of two of them. And it's the North Shore Indians with a 4-1 lead over the West Shore Bears through 20 minutes of action. The Bears didn't really look like they were out of place in the first, but it did look like North Shore had that extra bit of jump to kick things off, scoring almost immediately and really taking control from that point. I saw Aiden Hildebrand out here during the intermission working on his stick a little bit. He is the goal scorer for the Bears. But it just looked like he was trying to tweak a few things. Now numbers here for the Bears. They'll shoot, denied by Owen Joseph. Surprise, surprise, Joseph with a big stop when it matters most. Now Gus puts it off a stick. A great back-checking effort, as that would have been a clean look. The Bears will come back over center, and we can take a look at how we got here. Bryson Gus, the captain for North Shore, came out firing with a goal. Less than 2 minutes in, he added another one later on in the first period. Jack Bamford had one as well. Does he want another one? He'll be denied by Nolan Van Sickle, who did not start this game, but came in about midway through the first period after it was made 4-1. Has yet to allow a goal. His Bears will try to reward their duo of goaltenders. Sawyer ran out of room. The shot went wide, but still retained by the Bears. They started an early change. Perrier is onto the floor. Shot wide from in tight, and that's going to do it for the shot clock. North Shore pick it up on the run. Dwalton Gus had a great effort in the first period, just overall on the defensive side of the floor. But man, does he have wheels, and there is no loose ball not up for grabs when he's after it. On hat-trick watch is Bryson Gus. He'll dish over to Bamford. Back up top. Switch hands back to the proper right, and a shot that didn't get through again. Logan Bobb would be denied. That's 2 blocks this period already for the Bears. They make their goaltenders' lives a little bit easier. Now Connor Rant. Happy feet, he'll drive, and it got through the 5-hole of Joseph, but didn't get all the way through. And another one of the goal scorers, Nick Krozik, pulls it away from danger. Howard Rogers. Does he want to stay and play an O shift? No. Check that. Yes, he will. He's open in the middle. Pass doesn't come. Shot around a screen. Also didn't get through. That may be credited as another block now in the middle. Elijah off the post. Rogers may have gotten away with a high stick. Officials letting the boys play right now. There has not been a power play yet in this game, and that is a key to success when you're playing against this North Shore team. Even just going back to their game yesterday against Saanich, you cannot take penalties against this power play. Shot after a whistle. Bamford is going to be called for a hold, and right on cue, there will be a penalty called, but it's going to go to the Bears. Or check that, the penalty is going to go to North Shore. The City of Abbotsford is a strong supporter of the MacDonald Cup and our thriving local sports community. From world-class parks and recreation to vibrant events and welcoming neighborhoods, Abbotsford is the place to live, work, and play. Learn more at abbotsford.ca. Bears would love to cut the lead in half here. Majorki back over top on a set play, room open. Joseph made the save. No, it goes off the end boards. Thought he made some contact. He will with this one, and it again just falls into his stick. Long bomb forward if North Shore wants a shorthanded chance. 3 defenders back, though, for the Bears. Not going to take any chances in the game yet. Eastman closes the gap and forces a tough pass. The ball will sail way out of play. 1:18 remaining in the holding call to Bamford. Aiden Hildebrandt. Majorki flanks on the near side. Connor Rant is the late man to join, and he's going to run point. Pass down low. Screen is set to open up for Majorki. Pass doesn't come. Now it will from down low. Majorki shoots. Saved by Joseph. Big rebound. And as that goes off of the goaltender and out of play, Bears will just let it go out. Rant will calmly get it back into play. Majorki feeds down low, skips over top to Rant. Hands free, dishes near side, back to Rant. He'll shoot, blocked, dragging his defender away. And then another couple of slashes that knock the ball free. Bears keep it again. Fake pass across. Hildebrandt denied by Joseph, and that's going to go up and out of play again. Shots are now 20-17 in favor of the Bears. Hildebrandt skips down low. Blind shot, stick save, Joseph. He has been the most important penalty killer. Seward muscles off his man, double team closing in, but this will pretty much do it for the Bears. Power play, and they take a penalty. It was a high hit along the boards. Olsen is going to go off for 2 or less here. Bamford out of the box. Pass comes over to the near side and missed everybody. And Olsen making the slow walk over to the sin bin as we speak. Serving the Fraser Valley since 1997, Sapphire Creative delivers bold, custom marketing solutions that make your brand shine. From vehicle wraps and branded apparel to eye-catching design and promotional products, let them help your business stand out and grow. Learn more at sapphirecreative.com. So the Bears are 0 for 1 with the man advantage. It's not too often North Shore goes unsuccessful, but this is also a high-quality penalty killer unit of the Bears. Behind the net, how many defenders will turn is always the question. Back around the horn, near side, tucking through. Bordeaux goes across, one more. They love that high to low one-timer. Unable to connect on it this time. Bears do a good job through the first quarter of the penalty kill. They would like to knock this down through the second quarter of it as well. Sawyer spins away. Drops down to one hand, actually switches lefty, now goes back righty. Drops his shoulder, takes a hit, draws a penalty. What a play by Kalen Sawyer. 4-on-4 action going to be underway here for about 1 minute and 8 seconds before a shortened power play for the Bears. Discover the heart of the Fraser Valley with Tourism Abbotsford. From farm fresh flavors and scenic wineries to vibrant events and outdoor adventures, Abbotsford is something for everyone. Plan your visit today at tourismabbotsford.ca. So North Shore will be 0 for 1. Bears in a couple of moments will have a chance to improve their power play record, but have some room to work now. 4-on-4. Sawyer with a sidearm around a defender. Fought off by Joseph. Now up to 21 saves in the game so far. Fake shot. Hildebrandt waits for the screen. It'll come. He'll fire into the stick of Joseph. Quick pass up through the middle of the floor. Howard Rogers has it. Drops his shoulder. Swings to the corner. Baker has come off the bench. The Indigenous drums filling the Abbotsford Rec Center once again. Defended well. Eliza shoots. Van Sickle makes his first save in a while. Most of the play being down at the other end, and his team blocking a lot of these North Shore chances. Now Seward. From distance, he'll lob to the far side. Can't get on the trail check. Shot, scores! North Shore with a shorty. believe it was Tyler Zink. Either that or Case Laternis. Is it 16 or 18? Laternis. Answer my own question here, George. 16 it is. Well, if it's not a power play goal, it still counts to the special teams. Bears still on the power play, though, for 40 seconds. North Shore with a little bit of a cushion. Majorki wants the pass. He'll get it. He'll take the shot, too, and Krozik punches it away from his goaltender. Rant with a riser. Shoulder save, Joseph. Blind pass ahead. Hildebrand will dig for it. Finds it at the far side. 17 seconds away from 5-on-5. Rant at the point. No looker down to the corner. Hildebrand couldn't quite take it as cleanly as he wanted. He'll tuck. He'll shoot. He'll score. Aiden Hildebrand gets his second. It'll be a power play goal. Just a few seconds away from 5-on-5. Those long strides might have fooled Joseph a little bit, opened him up into the middle. And Hildebrand brought it back across glove side. Lead is cut back down to 3, and the Bears have some life here. In need of a wipe on the floor, but everyone just said, hey, let's kick the water away, huh? Yeah, why not? Why use a towel? You know? Why bother? Bears get the face-off 1. Morgan takes some space. He's the man we were talking about with some of the style points. 2 knee braces, jersey tuck, white gloves. Sign me up. Rant spins back to the inside, fires wide, and is there a penalty on the play? No, just interference. Laternis is back to his feet, grabbing at his lower back. North Shore still in a pretty good spot here, though. 11.5 remaining in the middle frame. Bryson Gus to Jack Bamford. Flips to the near side. Bordeaux off the outside of the post. There was room there. Bears will send it ahead. Logan Hildebrand, denied by Joseph. Is it in? No, he pulls it off the goal line. It trickled past, but didn't get all the way. And Owen Joseph makes the stop. And a deflected pass ahead. Van Sickle had to be sharp there as it rolled towards him. Aiden Hildebrand. Hands were tied up as he fired the pass. It goes high into the air. Now he's behind the goal, spins off, near side. Eastman puts it into the bread basket of Joseph. He'll reach out calmly, collect. Aiden Hildebrand out for a defensive effort. He knocked his man down. The ball is loose up against the boards. Case Laternis. Or rather, that's Tyler Zink. Here's Laternis. From the outside, a heavy shot into the glove of Van Sickle. Bears clear the line. Through the middle. What a save by Joseph! Sweeping that left arm up. It's going to be back in. Hopefully we can get a chance to take another look at that in a couple of moments if we get a quick breather. Hey, I need a water break. Maybe these goalies do too. Owen Joseph certainly will after some of these heroics through this first of 2 semifinals. Morden at the restraining line. Tucks underneath of Krozik. Spins away out of a double team. Ball rolls to the corner. Some pushing and shoving in the middle of the floor. No penalty called yet. Shot clock winds down to 6. Pushed into the corner. Let's see if we can take a look at that replay now of that last Owen Joseph save. North Shore's collecting possession back in their corner. Oh my goodness, Owen Joseph. Have yourself a day. 26 saves to his name. Drive, scores! Is that Ryland Bordeaux getting into the mix? Why not? Speaking of rewarding your goaltender, official says the takeoff is clean. Breathe, Georgie, breathe. What a game we have here. The North Shore Indians are feeling it. And the West Shore Bears need an answer. Mike Perrier. Hildebrand spins. Trailer is Morton. Shot off a body. Morton with it again. He'll swim, spin, send one well wide, ricocheting off the glass. Case Laternis picks it up, trying to open up a shooting lane, decides to retreat out to the perimeter. Blackhorn is on, takes a hit from behind. Bordeaux, the latest goal scorer, finds his way back to some familiar territory, as does Bamford. On his toes, hands are free, he'll shoot, and a save is made by Van Sickle. His turn for a long bomb. 1-2 pass is good, transition chance now for the Bears. Shot denied by Joseph. Wasn't the cleanest look from Max Williams as he had to reach back to retain it. But still a good look in tight, and Joseph makes another save. Give him 27. Bamford stayed on. He's got the ball in a double team. Lost it. Seward finds it. Fake pass, now sends it through. Scores again! It's Elijah! It would appear that stripping North Shore of possession is one of the hardest things to do in this tournament. And now West Shore is going to call timeout and try to reset things a little bit. Lakawine Elijah gets his second of the game. So we pan down to the West Shore bench. I would say this is a matter of execution right now, but it's not for a lack of ability for the West Shore Bears. Maybe just caught up in the moment a little bit. Hey, maybe the drums are playing a factor too. Whenever North Shore plays, drums fill the air, and it can be an intimidating atmosphere to battle through. But the North Shore Indians have come to play. Can we stay on Seward there for a second? Or no, the face-off guy going towards the center. Those are the shoes we're talking about, folks. There's probably, if I had to guess, maybe like 9 of the North Shore players with these shoes. I'm looking at 3 pairs of them right now. I'm into it, George. Might have to open up my wallet after this tournament. Yeah, George is so excited he just leapt off of his camera. 7-2 North Shore, 7.5 to play. Rant is open, pass doesn't come. Eastman from distance, Majorki at the near side, 15 on the shot clock. Swing pass goes across. Rant scores! He looks straight at the North Shore bench as if to silence them. They still have a ton of work to do, but it starts with this. And after calling a timeout, that is a massive goal for West Shore. Lead is cut back down to 4. Shots 30-26, which should tell you how even the chances have been, which is why I say, you know, it's not that uneven of a match here. Sawyer denied by Joseph. It's just been a matter of execution so far. How things can turn on a dime, though. Sawyer made a great play earlier to draw a penalty. Dish across, Morton a twister, kick save by Joseph. Off the left pad. Howard Rogers puts it forward towards Gus and missed his stick. Back up for the Bears. This has been a good response after calling a timeout. Nice drive through, backhander wide. Throw another tally on the glass there, Jeff Fisher. Batted forward. Here comes North Shore. Gus is streaking through to the middle. Ball is still loose before they finally collect. Now fresh 30 already in the offensive zone. Laternis is fighting with a bouncing ball for a little bit. Tiptoeing his way towards the goal. Bordeaux. Nice move through the toe drag. He falls, shoots. It doesn't make its way on goal. Diving for that loose ball. They have a man up to play. It's Connor Rant. Can he score again? Rant denied by Joseph. Gonna need some perfect shots at this point if you're gonna beat number 77. As Connor Rant just found out again. Elijah on the hunt for his hat trick goal. He feeds Bordeaux, another one! Bordeaux over the shoulder of Van Sickle. There's the answer back from North Shore, as they've done so often. So casual, floating backside, no defender near him until it was far too late. The captain, Olsen, was hot after that. It's a chess match here, folks. The West Shore defenders on the bench having a quick defense-only meeting. Just too many breakdowns right now. Hildebrandt, Morton is streaking off the bench himself. He'll get the pass through the middle, blocked in front, fearlessly by Twalden Gus. No reset either. Sawyer collects all the way back in the Bears' defensive zone. So the clock goes down to 9. The return feed to Sawyer, didn't realize it was coming. Hildebrandt finds it himself. He's got 2 in this game. Can't dunk it over the shoulder of Joseph. It'll be fired wide. Logan Bobb. This is Patrick Seward. Mike Baker has come on as the screen is set top side. Seward tried the toe drag, it didn't work. 8 on the shot clock. Over top they go, fought off by Van Sickle. A soft pass, and now the Bears got to be quick to get this over center. Rant deflects it towards their bench and it goes in. Just too casual right now. Van Sickle with an odd decision, and now there's a penalty on the play. Looks like a legal substitution. And the West Shore power play is coming on, so is this going to go to North Shore? They're all looking at the referees, hoping for an explanation. The penalty killers of North Shore making their way out. Power play of the Bears is already on. Was speaking with somebody before the game actually about how strong North Shore has played in this tournament. And the discussion was how it's felt like there's almost been a changing of the guard in terms of style of play. Even going back to when I grew up, George, playing against the North Shore Indians team, there was always high penalty minutes, very physical play, but oftentimes there would be games where North Shore would lose their cool and make trip after trip to the penalty box. Right now, this team still plays that physical, aggressive style, but really know how to toe the line and play with a lot of finesse, a lot of agility, and backstop by some outstanding goaltending. Joseph doesn't end up having to make a save. And the leadership of this man right now, or right here, Nick Krozik, doesn't wear the C for this North Shore team, but is certainly one of the leaders, as is the man who does wear the C, Bryson Gus. And when this team has needed a big goal, he has shown up to play. Bamford off the bounce. Keeps his feet moving, drops his shoulder to get through Eastman, then passes up high Seward. Had to reach for it, but ends up just knocking it below the goal line. And then the mad dash to the bench. A goal here with the extra attacker would be huge for the Bears. Hildebrandt, Perrier back to Hildebrandt. Rant is on to run point. Hildebrandt with it again, tucks through, shot, blocked. Ball is down onto the floor. Hildebrandt finds it. He's behind the goal. To the outside, low shot. Didn't make its way on target. Shot clock was about to expire, so Rant didn't have a problem knocking it down with his bare hand. Clock goes down to 2:39. Another fast-moving period. And by the looks of things, North Shore is 20 minutes away from a berth into the final, but the Bears have something to say about that. Williams on a break, shoots, scores! Williams gets one back for West Shore. It'll be an unorthodox power play strike. He goes about 150 feet down the floor. Joseph got a piece, but it trickles between his legs. And the lead is cut down once again. 8-4 they trail with 2:24 to play. Just a massive, massive goal for Max Williams. So 2 to Aiden Hildebrandt, 1 to Connor Rant, and now 1 to Max Williams on their 34th shot of the game. Majorki collects through the middle, off the side of the goal. And Joseph almost gave it away, or rather he did give it away. The shot wasn't a clean one though. That was one of the best chances that the Bears have had. And we're gonna see, did that go off a North Shore stick? West Shore says yes. No, North Shore ball. Bears clearly disagree. They think that went cleanly, or rather deflecting off a North Shore stick. We'll have to review the tapes. Bears can't get rattled here. There's a penalty coming up. It will go to North Shore. Is that a legal substitution again? Yes, it is. Rylan Bordeaux puts his hands to the air as he looks back at his bench. Will these mistakes come back to bite North Shore? The last time this happened was just a couple of minutes ago, and wound up in the back of their net when Max Williams scored on a breakaway. The Bears will look to a more settled power play chance to try to cut the lead down to 3. Hildebrandt down low. Standish back up top. Hildebrandt and over to Rand. Perrier is at the near side at the shooter position. Far side. One-time shot blocked. Krozik. There was an empty net with his goaltender out of position. That's the leadership I'm talking about of Nick Krozik on this North Shore team. Turns it into a 2-on-1. He'll flip down to the crease, and a great save by Van Sickle. Flashes leather, Keeps his team within 4, 1:20 to play in the second. If this is what's in store for semifinal Saturday, can't wait to see what's next on tap. No looker, Hildebrandt wide. No, they'll say Joseph caught a piece. Final 60 seconds of the second. Bouncer denied by Joseph. It was Standish, sent it on goal. Joseph sends it deep into the corner for Bamford to chase down. Van Sickle will collect. 40 seconds in the period, 45 left in the penalty. Hildebrandt spins. One more for good measure. Across looking for Perrier, just whiffed on it. 23 left in the period, 10 on the shot clock. Standish, a worm burner. That was wide of the goal. It'll ricochet all the way down. Remember, North Shore already has a shorthanded goal in this game. And we'll see how they elect to play this. Bamford will begin the possession. For a big man, he's got a lot of finesse. And looks like he just wants to eat some more of this clock, which winds down to 10. Jarred free, Seward with one hand on his stick, 1 second left, can't get it towards the goal. And the West Shore Bears have made this a ball game. 8-4 they trail. A lot of work still to be done, but they've put themselves in a pretty good position, and 20 more minutes remain. A berth to the final of the 2025 MacDonald Cup is on the line. 20 minutes, potentially more, will decide this one. We'll see, George. We've already seen a ton of dramatics throughout this week of Junior B2 action. Might there be some more? I got a feeling you're going to want to stick around for the third and final period of regulation. Thanks for joining us on BC Sports TV. We'll be back after this. 20 miles, 20 smiles. Cameraman extraordinaire George Parra and folks watching from home. George just looked at me and very tongue-in-cheek said, final period. And I looked back at him and said, we'll see. 8-4 in the first of two semifinals at the 2025 MacDonald Cup. The North Shore Indians lead over the West Shore Bears. And let's take a look at how we got here, shall we? If you missed any of the action, North Shore doing a great job of scoring in bunches. 3 separate runs they've gone on. 2 to start off the game before West Shore cut the lead. Then 3 straight before West Shore got one on the power play. Then 2 straight before West Shore got one at even strength from Connor Rant. And then the teams traded back-to-back from there. For West Shore, Aiden Hildebrand, of course he's leading the way right now. He's got 3 points, all of those being goals. Ben Majorki's got 2 points, both of those being helpers. For the North Shore Indians in terms of points, it's Lakawine Elijah, 5-point performance going on right now, 4 of those being assists. Owen Joseph has been stellar again. 35 saves on 39 shots, good enough for an .897 save percentage. The Bears will look for an early strike, a riser from Sawyer that didn't miss by much. And Nolan Van Sickle has made 16 saves since coming into this game. About 15 minutes in going back to the first period. Ty Reeves started this game, but got the pull, and Van Sickle has stopped 16 of 20. A couple of big ones going back in that second period as well. There was a certain glove save that I have memory of that kept his team at this place within 4. "20 minutes at least to decide this one. Joseph loves that Hail Mary. The touchdown feed didn't work. A good defensive stick by Connor Rant, backtracking. Knocked the stick out of the North Shore defender's hands, and the Bears, they need an inspired effort here. Majorki is the late man off the bench on his wrong side. He'll shoot and score! Ben Majorki! How about an inspired effort with that one? About a minute and a half in, and the Bears strike early. Exactly what they needed. That's going to fire up that bench. Remember, they called a timeout in the second period and scored pretty quickly after. Maybe all they needed was a reset. In this case, it came in the form of an intermission. Laternis lost the handle. Bears looking to collect on their defensive side of center. McKee with a little bit of pressure. Did a good job to handle the loose ball and get it to the opposite side. He'll change. Be replaced by Lucas Standish. Bears starting to feel it a little bit here. Standish started off the play, spins back in a triple team, somehow still has it, spinning to the middle. Standish scores! For the first time in this game, the Bears have scored back-to-back. How did he not lose this? 4 defenders draped all over him. Fake 5-hole Lucas Standish. What a goal. Now it's 8-6. Much like we said about the Bears earlier, now in the case of North Shore, certainly not time to panic. They knew this would not be an easy task. It would not be a cakewalk. Bordeaux to the middle. Blackhorn avoids the crease, absorbs a slash to the middle. Bordeaux robbed! Van Sickle kept the shoulder up. Drop pass to Morton. Wasn't looking. But takes it into his midsection unintentionally. Hildebrand scores! Aiden Hildebrand gets his fourth. It's a one-goal game. How the tables have turned. I wonder if it's time for North Shore to take a timeout. Currently letting play march on. And leading by one. West Shore now up to 41 shots. But 3 goals to kick off the final period of regulation, and they'll win another draw thanks to the efforts of McKee. Look out, a huge hit along the boards! A Bears player is down. Trainer is going to come out. Ryder Anderson is back to his feet on his own. There was no penalty on the play. I mean, yeah, that's a clean hit for my money. A booming body check. The officials have come together to discuss, but there was no arm up on the play. There are plenty of ways to find momentum, and with West Shore carrying the vast majority of it to start off this period, North Shore tries to get a little back with some physicality. Face-off is going to be the decision. 5-on-5 will continue. I think West Shore, they're not necessarily arguing that there should be a penalty, but they are arguing that it should be their possession. 16:45 to play. What a treat this game has been, huh, George? Ho, 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 baby. McKee jumps early, will plead his case, but it's going to be possession North Shore. Not ready to say next goal's a big one yet, but I will say, if West Shore is able to find one, man, this place is going to get loud. Elijah bobbled it. I mean, the decibels already pick up whenever North Shore has possession with the drums. West Shore able to get it over center. Logan Hildebrand turned on the Jets. He'll fake the pass, take the shot. Joseph with a nice save to answer back after allowing a few. Gus absorbs a cross check while getting the pass over. Ryland Bordeaux has come on. Late man is Laternis. He has a goal in this game. He's got a heavy release. Gets to the far side, draws a stick, feeds down low. Van Sickle with the save. Now his pass took a deflection, but still got over the center line. Actually, it was a wise call by Jacob DiBattista to hop back over the center line to receive it, to make sure that there was no risk of a back over. Now Rant, his goal in the second period really brought some life to this team. He'll shoot again. A smart decision to throw it low off the leg pads of Joseph. Looking for a rebound. Krozik has it. He'll go forward. Draws the attention of Eastman. Krozik gets around him, dishes to the crease off the post. Elijah would be denied. Here come the drums. Penalty coming up to West Shore. Got to be careful not to take another one. Perrier knocks his man down. Slashing is going to be the call. Oh my. MSA Ford is your trusted source for new and pre-owned vehicles for over 74 years, George. They're also the official vehicle supplier to the MacDonald Cup. Whether you're hitting the road for work, play, or a game day, MSA Ford will get you there in style. Visit MSAFord.com today. North Shore has somehow not scored a power play goal, and I don't mean that in the sense that they've had a lot of chances. I mean that in the sense that they are usually electric with the man up. West Shore has done a great job of staying out of the box, however, and doing that as well, which was blocking shots when North Shore does have the power play. Hildebrandt, Logan that is, as Aiden comes on. Standish scored one of the 3 early goals for the Bears in this third period. Missed the pass, it'll go out of play. 14:05 remaining, North Shore leading 8-7. There will be heartbreak for one team, jubilation for another. But there is still a lot to be decided in this semifinal matchup at the MacDonald Cup. Gus looking for a one-timer, and it's in! Elijah on the patented play. Gus from the point, lulling the penalty killers to sleep. Elijah had to reach for it, and there was hardly any space there between the goaltender and the post. But there was enough, and it does cross the line. North Shore is back in front by 2. Owen Joseph, I think, is calling for a wipe in his crease at the other end. Trainer will make the jog out with the towel. And honestly, in general, not the worst thing to kind of remind everybody here to breathe. There is some anxious energy, myself included. What an intense atmosphere we have in this 2-goal game. And credit to West Shore, trailing by 4 at the start of this period before those 3 straight goals cut the lead down to 1. It is, however, back up to a 2-goal deficit, so the hill got a little bit steeper. But with that coming on, a power play. West Shore, I would say, still with some momentum as they scored 3 straight at 5-on-5. And should be feeling pretty good about where they're at right now. Again, just have to stay out of the box. That interference call will give possession back to North Shore. Case Laternis draws that call, and Ryland Bordeaux will take it as a result. Bamford gets topside. Hands low, ready to shoot. He'll feed Logan Bob, returning over to Bamford. Gets topside this time, flips to Bordeaux, just missed it. Bob from a sharp angle. Van Sickle made the save and drew the whistle. West Shore will throw it ahead. It's deflected near the center line. Sawyer switches to the left hand. Typically a righty, which will be brought forward again. Big windup, shot well wide. Did that catch a piece of a stick? Nope. Just off the mark and bounces all the way back down. Through the middle, Laternis backhander wide. No, Van Sickle got a piece, says the official. Now West Shore will collect. Quick pass forward. Eastman calming things down at the half wall. First in to collect. Max Harbick Eastman took the pass back to Harbeck. Aiden Hildebrand. He's got 4. Gets over top. Spins through the middle. Shoots. Saved by Joseph. Long one ahead to Elijah, who's off the bench. The pass is picked off. Now up the floor. It's Rand. Denied! Joseph with a big stick save. Gus gets over center just in time. And where is it? It's in the crease. I'm looking over at the West Shore bench, and Anderson has come back, standing right now on top of the bench, so it looks like he's going to be all right after that massive hit earlier in the game. Whether he rejoins the action or not is yet to be told. Gus, shot off a leg, almost back over, and it's a good thing North Shore was quick with the stick because Williams was waiting for that ball to roll to his stick. Perrier spins away. Morton ready for the pass this time. Over to his right is Aiden Hildebrandt. Never a bad decision to give him possession. Pass is a good one. Standish decides not to shoot, ran out of room. Hildebrandt wide, low off the boards, into the rafters. Possession North Shore. The hands on Lucas Standish. Talked about Nick Krozik, who has possession now, and how difficult it is to take the ball away from him. Lucas Standish has put himself into that category himself. Eastman picks off a pass. Good reverse transition from North Shore to take away any fast break chance. Eastman takes it anyways! Scores! Eastman from downtown! What a shot. An absolute bullet. Callum Eastman fires one through Owen Joseph. Bobbing his head to the music right now. He's feeling loose. But his team in front by just 1 for the second time in this period. The Bears now have to take that next step as Hildebrandt will shovel. Standish will shoot. Denied by Joseph. Rebound high into the air. And it's knocked forward. Laternis able to take it on the run, but can't take it cleanly. He'll have to stop up. The Bears close the gap. Laternis swims over top. Defender dropped their stick. Laternis stumbled, though. He can't shoot. A good trail check knocks the ball away. Oh, the pass is bobbled again. North Shore gets a lucky break. And West Shore intercepting a pass. That was Jacob DiBattista. Here's Hildebrandt. One more will give him 5. He's scored from here before. Spins through, wanted the flip to Rant, couldn't find it. He'll spin, avoids the crease, turn, fire. Joseph keeps his legs together. Uh-oh. Breakaway, a non-contact injury right now. The other way goes the Bears, off the post! Oh, this does not look good. Mike Baker is on the limp. I'm not sure if he rolled his ankle. I've seen injuries like that before where it just seems like it's out of nowhere, and my first thought is the Achilles. Heads off, hopefully he's all right. The trainer follows him, Logan Hildebrandt. Doesn't take the shot, Rant will. Joseph takes it away with his stick. But for now, North Shore down a player. West Shore back over the center line. Under 8 minutes to play. 9-8. North Shore leads. Skips across. Aiden Hildebrand couldn't reach it. Keeps it alive though. Still has some time. 10 on the shot clock. Skip feed across. Missed Majorki. It'll go off the boards. Eastman finds it. 3 to shoot. He'll curl around the corner and fires wide of the goal. Similar area to where he scored a few minutes prior. And West Shore now up to 50 shots on goal. 42 save performance thus far for Owen Joseph. Bryson Gus sees someone through the middle, a backhand shot denied by Van Sickle. Takes it off his chest protector. West Shore looks ahead. Williams with a goal in this game. He comes forward with Standish, fires. Joseph, glove save. Wearing 2 different gloves, one white, one black. Just making a save with one a moment ago. North Shore gets over center. 0.5 seconds to spare. 15 on their shot clock. Luckawine Elijah gets it over to the lefties. Seward clearing some space. Gus, a riser, wide of the goal. Shockingly, there has not been a water break called yet. The officials just want things to march on here. 6.5 to play. Winner of this game will go on to play the winner of the next semifinal, which is Prince Albert and Saanich. Hildebrand spins. Hildebrand shoots. Joseph the save. Another reset for the Bears. Their second on this possession. Hildebrand looking top side. Narrowly misses the crossbar, but it does indeed miss and goes all the way back. I think the play right now, if I'm the shooters of West Shore, just based on the last couple that have beaten Owen Joseph, has got to be stick side towards his foot. But still so good with those low shots, even despite being beaten a couple times in this game. Bamford with a little body English, trying to tell Laternis to drive. He did, but couldn't get a clean shot. Pass ahead. It was low, but Williams able to reach to retain. Harbick has come on. Morton has as well. Sawyer will be the trailer. Nice move. Shot. Scores! Max Harbick, tie game! Oh, Joseph got a piece again. This was at one point a 7-2 game. West Shore has climbed all the way back to tie this at 9, and a penalty on the play. Was there an unsportsmanlike after the goal? It's not up on the official score sheet yet. North Shore scored on their last power play. Owen Joseph having to quickly go and switch sticks. I believe he's now using the stick of Blake Swan, and that may be a factor here. So Owen Joseph loves that long pass, but now with a stick that's strung a little bit different. But regardless, his team will try to build on momentum they've collected throughout the tournament with power plays. Elijah, the intended target, then he blocks the clearance. He'll take it away to the corner, through the middle. Seward knocked down! A big collision through the middle of the floor by Logan Hildebrand. That'll draw these teams even in terms of the big collisions. Is there a penalty on the play? Yes. It'll go to North Shore. 4-on-4 lacrosse is coming up with 4:40 to play. Hildebrand spins. Logan Hildebrand shoots. Great save, Joseph. It's up his shoulder, and finally the whistle comes. Is it another illegal substitution? Another illegal substitution to North Shore. Well, let's tell you about our friends at Extreme Threads, the proud lead sponsor of the 2025 MacDonald Cup and a strong community supporter. Your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel, embroidery, screen printing, sublimated uniforms, and more. Visit them online today, extremestore.ca. Plenty of room available right now. Hildebrandt finds a flip, a beautiful defensive stick by Twalton Gus. And then look at that, he finds the loose ball. Didn't I say earlier, George, there's not a loose ball that is unavailable when Twalton Gus is on the floor. His pass across is deflected. Seward chases it down. Unfortunately, though, for him, he was going up against two West Shore Bears. George, I just got the notification on my Apple Watch. Loud environment, it says. They try the hidden ball trick. Hildebrandt drops to Rant. Both have scored in this game. Hildebrandt with 4, Rant looking for his second. So now Joseph has it. How does it throw? It rolls out of his stick. Well, there's your evidence right there of a new stick for Owen Joseph playing a factor. He sends it all the way down. Oh, that's got to be frustrating for him. I wonder if North Shore are trying to restring his stick right now or if it's just full-on broken. I didn't see what the issue was, but it is on their bench, and he now using the stick of Blake Swan. Power play here for the Bears, but only for 25 seconds. There's only 7 on the shot clock. Missed wide. Standish, low shot, off a body and into the corner. Well, I'll say it now, George. The next goal is a big one. Is it ever? Howard Rogers runs into Williams. He has a goal in this one as well, as does Elijah, whose teammate has come out of the penalty box. 5-on-5 action resume, as it should, based on how this game is played. I only want to see 5-on-5 now. Elijah steps through the crease on the drive. These two teams doing battle all game long, and what a matchup it's been. Here's Hildebrandt, stick save by Joseph, and he kicks it out of his crease. Hildebrandt, a shoveler, and a great save by Joseph. Back to his feet. Logan Hildebrandt takes it from behind the net. Morton spins, fires off the post. Bears want to slow it down now. Under 2 to play. Shot, kick, save, rebound to the air. Another shot, didn't get through. Standish throws a hit. Another one on Gus. He gets it back. Lucas Standish to Aiden Hildebrandt. Threatening to shoot. He'll fake the pass, spins, lost possession, takes it off the boards. 90 seconds remaining in regulation. Hildebrandt still with it. Krozik working on him. 8 to shoot. Standish couldn't reach it. It's through the middle, still down on the floor. North Shore batted ahead. They don't want to pick it up. They just want the shot clock to expire. Owen Joseph, late heroics again. Tell me if you've heard that before. Bryson Gus, he'll shoot, blocked. Seward couldn't find it. McKee having a hard time with it. He'll kick it ahead into the final minute of regulation here, George. A berth to the final on the line. West Shore going to call timeout here. You can't ask for anything better. Oh, Georgie. Again, this was a 7-2 North Shore lead. West Shore has yet to lead in this game. The best they've been able to do is tie it, which is where they are now, and that tells you how long this battle has been. But credit to the coaching staff of the West Shore Bears. Ryan Alexander, Mr. Fairplay, James Morgan, AJ Preston, and Bert Marshall. Remember the timeout they called in the second period, George? They went out and scored right after. That seems to have changed the tide a little bit. It was late in the period. They were able to go back to the dressing room shortly afterwards. And whatever it was that they said, it turned them around. They reinserted themselves into this game from that point forward. Cut the lead down to 1. Gave up another one against. The deficit was back down to 2, but kept after it, chipping away. It's that bend but don't break mentality. The West Shore Bears have a ton to be proud of with how they have battled in this game. The North Shore Indians will look for a defensive stand here. It's a tie game. There's 47 seconds left. Shot wide. Krozik finds the loose ball. Do they want to call timeout? Yes. Now 41 seconds remaining. Well, we spent the whole last timeout talking about the Bears. Let's talk about North Shore here, George. I think back to their game yesterday against Saanich. With a 1-1 record, they came out flying. I think by the end of that game, they were 5 for 6 on their power play. Yes, Saanich took a ton of penalty minutes, but credit to North Shore for taking advantage. They would not be stopped. Ran into a pretty defensive-heavy Saanich team after the first period, who then just allowed 1 goal. But North Shore built themselves enough of a cushion that it didn't matter at that point. And they built their confidence enough into this game where they came out flying once again. They've wavered a little bit, but have put themselves now in a position to take the lead in the final minute. 41 seconds, I believe, is left on the clock. And again, I go back, George, to the overtime win a couple of nights ago against Oceanside. Talk about turning the tide. Still the best game of the tournament so far. I mean, this one's in the running as well. Until this. But without the overtime heroics of Patrick Seward, where would this North Shore team be right now? Well, they had those heroics, and I'll tell you where they are. 40 seconds away from regulation coming to an end, and Seward is down. He got crunched into the boards. Back to his feet. Ball is collected. Van Sickle throws it ahead. Williams, the second bounce, gets just away from him, but keeps after it, finds it behind the net. Both teams have used their timeout here. Williams from the corner, 15 seconds on the clock. It's still tied 9-9. Here's Hildebrand. Morton will be the late man to come on, but there's only 10 seconds to go. Hildebrand spins. One more for good measure. A blind back pass that's blocked behind the goal. He'll dunk, and no goal! No goal, says the official. Let's take another look at this one, shall we? West Shore can't believe it. 1 spin, 2 spin. Blind pass that fell back to Hildebrand. I mean, I can't say. We don't have a look at where his feet were. Let's look at it one more time. Let's look at it one more time. I mean, that takeoff looks good to me, George. That takeoff, yeah. You know what? Good measure. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a 9-9 game. The call is the call is the call. 2-minute break, full 10. So, okay, so no sudden death. After the first one, it's sudden death. Okay, so we just got confirmation from Braden Wilkins. We're going to get a quick 2-minute break. I want to look at this goal again. We'll look at it again after just a quick explanation. So, we're going to get a 2-minute breather here quickly, which is already underway. Then we're getting a full 10-minute period. So no sudden victory here, folks. Let's not get too excited about a goal yet. And then we're going to get another break if it's still undecided through the first full 10-minute period, and then at that point it will be sudden victory. But let's take a look at what could have been. To me, the takeoff here is good. But again, George, this is where the confusion comes in with the different rule books, right? Exactly. The cylinder is what you got to talk about because, you know, NLL rules, which is different than Lacrosse Canada rules, NLL rules, I mean, you can be in the air, your feet, as long as you're in the air elevated, your feet can be above where the crease is. Lacrosse Canada rules, if anybody doesn't know, it's like you have to imagine this invisible cylinder. Your body can be over the crease. You can be in the air, but the second your feet cross over that pane, even if you're in the air, it's considered in the crease. I still think, though, I mean, because Aiden Hildebrand jumped up. He didn't jump ahead. So it'd be impossible to tell without an overhead cam there. Yep, the takeoff was good. The takeoff was definitely good. But the ref was right there. You're right, George. You are right. If only George had a microphone. 10 minutes on the clock. Overtime in the semis. How do we still have another game to play after this? Olsen knocked down. The ball stays on the North Shore side of center, and Olsen is limping back to the bench. Loose ball is still up for grabs here. Knocked forward. Krosick has his stick knocked out of his hand to tie into the air. Standish takes a whack. Finally, Laternis finds it. Full period here, folks. No sudden victory yet. Logan Bob comes up high. His captain was through the middle. Didn't connect with him. He'll shoot, and where is it? It deflects off the stick of Van Sickle and into the corner. Fresh 30 for North Shore. The roller to the middle was Bob. Pass was behind him. 18 on the shot clock. To the middle, Bamford couldn't knock it down with one hand on his stick. North Shore breaking to the bench as Logan Hildebrand streaks over center. Does he want to shoot? Yes, he does, and Joseph makes the stop. Logan Hildebrand will get his own rebound. Aiden Hildebrand has come onto the floor. They tried the hidden ball trick, but a couple of Bears got their signals crossed from way outside. 8:25 left in the first overtime. Rant tucks underneath. Pass across is good. Shot is blocked. 5 to shoot. They will, and a glove saved by Joseph. Loose ball goes to the corner. It's collected. Ben Majorki finds it at the near side. He'll get it back to the half wall. Aiden Hildebrand with it. We thought he had the heroics on a buzzer beater. He'll shoot, fire it into the stick of Owen Joseph, who does have his normal goaltending stick back. Long pass ahead. Seward, had the overtime winner a couple of nights ago. Muscling his way through, a shoveler with one hand. Van Sickle makes the save. Williams on the run. Everybody take a breath. Sawyer will be the trailer. 10 on the shot clock. Rant will shoot. Stick save. Joseph. Rebound Bears. Hildebrand spins. Interference. Overzealous on the pick was Rant. Got to be quick on the change defensively as Elijah Always threatening for that breakaway pass, and now that Joseph has his stick back. Here's Gus, Elijah, back door, front of the crease, scores! A defensive breakdown allows Elijah to sneak behind everybody. He was on his wrong side, but nobody goes to him until the last second. Big one for North Shore, to say the least. Here come the drums. 6:50 to go. Laternis turns on the Jets. Pass to the middle, looking for Gus, just missed. Goes out of play. Whose possession? They're going to say Bears. Rant over top. Hildebrandt's going to be playing virtually every shift from this point forward. Makes a nice move, puts it off the glove of Joseph. No, it bounces out of play, they say. Thought it goes off the goaltender. Not going to be the call. Might as well have, though, because the Bears get it back off a turnover. Standish to the middle. Shot! This time off the stick of Joseph, high into the air. Numbers, partial break, saved by Van Sickle. Ahead to Williams. He's having a hard time with it. Got to be quick now. He's just got a few seconds and gets it over center. Eastman came over just in time. Going back to the second period power play goal for the Bears. It has been a 6-2 run. Krozik had his hands tied up. It's still down on the floor. Knocked loose. North Shore has it. 5.5 to play in overtime. I don't even know if I want this game to end, George. Shot from Gus took a deflection. Careful not to take a penalty here. Logan Bob just leaves in the corner. Ben Majorki has had some heroics in his stick. Through the middle, Rant, shot denied by Joseph, and back in is going to be the call. The defender, Laternis, was outside of the crease when it entered his stick, but was in the process of hopping back in. An unfortunate break for him. Now Laternis, that was Hildebrandt who fired. Majorki, screen is set, he'll shoot, wide of the goal, rebound falls back towards him, he tries to chase it down and gets it with 8 left on the shot clock. Near side to Rand, a blind shot, there was room at the far side and Joseph just got enough. .58 saves for Owen Joseph. Still 4:10 left in this overtime period. See where it is open. Spinning shot, wide. Logan Hildebrandt takes it, fires to the far side. Here's McKee. 4 minutes left. Morton to the half wall. Aiden Hildebrandt on his toes. Always ready to make a dodge or shoot. He'll pass instead. Deflection. Rand can't avoid the crease. Oh, that looked like it was about to be similar to the Elijah overtime goal. Ahead goes Gus. Bears have to slide. Gus shoots and a save is made. Van Sickle keeps his team in this. 3:25 left. Logan Hildebrandt, pressure mounting on his back, retreats to the perimeter. Not time to panic, but the Bears got to take their chances when they come. Shot off a body. Check that, they're going to say it goes cleanly out. I don't really know how that doesn't hit a defender based on the way it bounces, but regardless, it is North Shore possession. Nobody wants to have to force the officials to make a call here. Elijah scores! He's already got one in overtime. Why not give him another one? Lakawine Elijah, overtime heroics in Abbotsford. Do not forget that the Bears scored quickly 3 times at the start of the third period. If there is a team that can do this, they only need 2 to tie it with 2:40 left. This is the team that could do it. Van Sickle to the bench. Empty net for West Shore. Extra attacker will be Perrier. Hildebrand is tied up, has to get back to the outside. Far side feed. Perrier to the middle, he lost it. There's an empty net to shoot at. Gus found it. Rant knocked him down. Goaltender back to the bench. The pass is a blind one, but the recipient, the head fell off of his stick. Couldn't catch it. Van Sickle coming back to the bench. Hildebrand, 2 minutes left, trailing by 2 in the first overtime period. Can't find a lane. Looking for another, spins back. He'll shoot. Off a foot in front, what a block. Bounces all the way back down the floor. There's not going to be a back over call. Van Sickle's going to have to go back towards his crease, and the Bears have to throw it all the way down. 1:39 left. Gonna get a wipe back in the North Shore zone. Not really sure who the stoppage really favors here. If you're West Shore, are you excited about the idea of calming things down when you know you have a big couple of shifts here? Or if you're North Shore, are you excited about the idea of calming things down yourself? You need 2 resets to ice the game here. 1:39 left. North Shore is going to start off already in the offensive zone. But Lakawine Elijah with both North Shore goals in overtime. Bordeaux, he puts it off the post. Is this going to be the first of 2 resets? Yes. Gus tries to shovel down towards Bob. It missed him. Now 1:20 left, and the Bears take it back. The anxious energy building. Here's Eastman, was part of the big West Shore comeback. Need more. Rant will drop to Hildebrand. He's going to take himself behind the goal. Far side feed off a stick. 8 to shoot. Final minute of overtime. Shot wide. Rant on the rebound. He'll shoot off a body. Out of play. And the North Shore defender, is it Krozik? Yes, he's back to his feet. And looks like they might call for another wipe. The officials are going to try to clean it up themselves. And a heads-up play by Krozik. Yes, they are going to get the trainer to come out with a towel, but it was a heads-up play, I'm going to say, by Nick Krozik to get up quickly. If the game had to stop due to injury, he would have had to come off to the bench. So, it's going to be West Shore possession. 52 seconds on the clock. They need 2. They can't just settle for using clock here. They got to go. Net is still empty. Ball starts in the corner, immediately behind the goal. Fake pass out, looking to the perimeter. Pass is made, shot is off. Another block for North Shore. Back behind the goal. Here's Majorki. No looker, ends up in the corner. Hildebrand couldn't reach it. This may ice the game. Laternis on the run with an empty net. Does he want the insurance marker? Yes! North Shore off the stick of Case Laternis gives them a 3-goal lead with 30 seconds to play. West Shore can't believe it. North Shore certainly can. What did I say earlier about bending but not breaking? North Shore looked like they were reeling in the third period. The run of the ages for the Bears. But they will fall just short. Seward off the face-off violation. Finds some space. The North Shore Indians will await the winner of the next game. 7 p.m. is the start time between Saanich and Prince Albert to decide who will meet them in the final. And the Bears have to find a way to rebound after an emotional loss and play for a bronze medal tomorrow. The North Shore faithful on their feet, and rightfully so. The Creators game on display, the Medicine game on display. Feels poetic to have the drums as the soundtrack for a game like this. Owen Joseph will lead the line for North Shore in the handshakes in his 58 save performance. I'm sweaty, George. What a game. This North Shore team, George, is just giving off Team of Destiny vibes. Overtime against Oceanside. Got the job done. An amazing start in their game and able to hang on against Saanich yesterday. They may have a rematch of that game in the final. Prince Albert has something to say about that. But, you know, either way, it's going to be unbelievable. West Shore was hoping for a rematch against Prince Albert, team that they faced and fell to narrowly in the round robin matchup. And they may still get that rematch again. Saanich has something to say about that, though. Stay tuned for next game is right. 45 minutes from now? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Where's Jeff Fisher when you need him? How am I gonna have a voice, man? Wow. The salute to the North Shore fans in attendance. What a game. What a game. Well, George, the Star Wars music is now going through the speakers, and you know what that means? MVP is about to be handed out. Too many MVPs is right. I mean, at this point, I'm always going to say Owen Joseph, but Elijah, the 2 overtime goals. Not to mention how many he scored in regulation. I know West Shore is going to be looking at the tape after this game and looking back at that buzzer beater in regulation, the dunk from behind. Cale McKee is your West Shore MVP. And there it is, Owen Joseph. I mean, it's the right call. Without Owen Joseph, this team would not be in this position. I am confident in saying that. A sign of respect between the two MVPs in this game. And again, West Shore is going to have to bounce back and play for a bronze tomorrow. North Shore is going to have to somehow heal up, hit the ice baths, fellas, because they're going to have a big one tomorrow. It's either going to be a rematch against an angry Saanich team looking for some revenge, or it's going to be against the reigning MacDonald Cup champions and the same team that's won the Prairie Gold Lacrosse League the last 3 years running, and the same team that hasn't lost a Junior B Tier 2 game in over 2 years. And look at this, the West Shore captain, Tavis Olsen, giving a round of applause to the North Shore fans. What a sign of respect. Out of respect for the game of lacrosse, George, I think I have to end the stream and take a breather, because you and I, we need a break, and we got another game to put on here in a little bit. Roughly 45 minutes. Yeah, the players are about to, surely they're about to come out. Okay, well, what a game it was. Thanks to everybody for joining us here. The next semifinal matchup is scheduled for 7 p.m. between the Saanich Express and the Prince Albert Predators. We hope you join us for that one as well, because I got a feeling it's going to be another good one. For cameraman extraordinaire George Parra, I've been Tino Farah. We've been BC Sports TV, and we'll see you next time.